Well, what's up, Internet? Welcome to Aetheryte Radio. I'm FusionX, and joining me today we have Zanidra and Syl. What's going on, guys?
I'm waving.
Hey, I'm doing
waving.
some version of the robot, I think.
Okay, we'll take it.
Similar.
Yeah, it's kind of like waving, but like stop frame or like freeze frame. It's like the. Have you guys had a chance to play World of Final Fantasy yet? I don't know if either of you have checked it out.
No, I have not yet.
Basically, it's almost like a monster capture thing, and all the descriptions on the monsters you catch are like really funny. They one of the Cactuar ones. It's something like, you may think your frame rate is bad or our animators are lazy, but no, everything's fine because the Cactuars
awesome.
are always like jaggy motion. Yeah, we have some of those up on the site. We have
I gotta check that out.
Top 10 list. Yeah,
Dude.
definitely a cool game to check out. Anyway, so this is our first episode after FanFest. That was a thing that happened in Vegas.
We had to recover for a long time.
That was a thing that happened in Vegas, and that was also a thing I missed in Vegas.
You
And
did.
I was very sad. Very sad.
It's all good. We got some stuff coming your way. Shout out to Rose. We got some buttons coming your way.
Yeah.
I know I gave everybody else theirs at FanFest, and I was back, and I'm like, I don't think I sent Syl his buttons. So you got them out. They're on the way. They went out yesterday, so you'll get them soon.
I hope they come. The mail does get stolen here every so often, but I hope I get them.
I
You're
hope
probably not going to steal an
that
envelope this big.
doesn't happen. It is a small envelope, yeah.
No.
Anyway.
It'll be fine.
They might be like, gems, riches.
Yeah. There could be like $1 million
else
in
Final
this.
Fantasy 15 in this building. 14 in this building.
14. It's a it's just an envelope. It doesn't say like cool stuff inside. So I think you'll be all right. So out at FanFest, they announced Stormblood coming early summer. So that's pretty cool. Some monk stuff. Warrior of Light is a monk that likes to fight on giant statue hands with
I'm so excited for all of that.
non-dancer monk people.
Not a dancer.
I'm hoping it's a dancer. I
hoping
mean,
it's
a lot
dancer.
of people are.
I want dancer.
Everyone's pretty hyped for Dancer, but I don't know what
I was super excited watching that video because like the first thing, it's like this lady in like red dancing, right? And so you're like, oh, dancer, right? May or may not be the case, so we'll see.
And then everybody was commenting on the video of how she's using like something in her, like a whip sort of thing off of her.
Well, she's
hand,
got like a little like a
scarf.
throwing dagger or something.
Yeah.
They could do like I could see them doing like blade dancer.
Yeah, that would be really
Maybe.
cool. That would be
Alan
interesting.
Megan Blade Dancer is a thing.
See, there you go. Blade
There you
dancer
are.
confirmed for 4.0.
I think my favorite class that got announced was the guy who was loading the cannon. I think that was the one I'm looking most forward
Cannon loader.
Cannoneer.
Yes.
Yeah. Cannon
Yes.
loader with the ramrod weapon. I'm really into that.
It's like that thing from like remember like American Gladiators, where they're like on this little platform and they're like
giant
hitting each
Q-tip.
other.
Q-tip.
That's what we need. That's
I think-
That's actually the next PvP. It wasn't Blitzball. They're doing American
No.
Gladiators with the Q-tip,
Ooh, there
Everybody
you
wanted
go.
Blitzball so badly.
right?
I
would do
I've always-
Eorzine Gladiators. That would be fun.
You know, what's the next thing?
Anyway, from FanFest, since we've gotten back, we posted a couple things. We have a interview with Susan Calloway. Talked a little bit with her about her first time at FanFest and maybe being at other FanFests in the future. So check that out. We also have a new PvP guide from King Stefan, who was part of the group Hello First Time that won the PvP exhibition out at FanFest. So make sure to check out the interview and the guide up on our website. And again, shout out to Rose for hooking us up all with the job buttons and stuff. She actually, I saw her at FanFest. She gave me a couple. She gave me a Legacy one, which was pretty cool.
Thanks, Rose.
And another Dirk one. So I have like 3 or 4 Dirk pins now from her. So that's pretty cool. All right. Also, I totally realized I had images queued up and I forgot all about them. Whoops. So here's a picture of Hello First Time. The new arrangement album is up for pre-order on the North American store. Duality. Again, it's like from Astral to Umbral. It's a piano side and a primal arrangement side. It comes with 2 in-game items. You get orchestrion rolls. One is for Borderless, which is the flying mount theme done on a piano. And the other one is Unbending Steel, which is the primal arrangement of Ravana, which is cool, but I think
I will fight.
I don't know if I like that one the most out of everything. There's a lot of cool
Because
stuff.
you're the only person in the world who doesn't like Ravana.
I liked Bismarck better.
I like
all right,
Ravana.
Yeah.
I liked Bismarck. Whatever.
Everybody likes
Bismarck-
Ravana better.
Bismarck was
Bismarck-
cool.
Bismarck was very
everybody.
cool, very Sin-like, so I think maybe that's why I enjoyed Bismarck a lot.
I like the music for Bismarck better. Sue me.
All the people who agree with me aren't here today.
Yeah. For those watching the live stream, this is our newer setup. I think we used it on the last live show we did. I got kind of tired of having to like redo the screen like every time people couldn't show up. So if people aren't here, they just get damaged.
Yeah.
They're just,
this is good.
Aldino and Bryn are damaged. Aldino got caught with work last minute. Brian is on medical leave. He's fine. He's just in a little discomfort right now, so he will be with us next time, hopefully. Anyway, Duality. You can actually listen to previews of the tracks now on the website for that. A lot of it is stuff that they played at FanFest during the concert on Saturday night, so make sure to check that out. Also, for those looking to purchase it, I'm just throwing this out there, CD Japan is a good alternative if you don't want to have to deal with the Square Enix online store.
A lot of people don't.
I love Square Enix. Don't get me wrong. I love Square Enix.
Yeah.
Their online store is terrible. Their shipping is terrible, and they make you spend 25 members points for cardboard sleeves that just come with the CD if you buy it from the Japanese online store, which
I've heard that
is where CD Japan
trying to
gets
get
theirs.
anything out of the country from the NA store is impossible.
They get stuff. They have a lot of stuff that gets cut in customs. That happened with.
Really?
Was it? It might have been the last CD. Something from, or the Mughals. There was something like last year. I want to say that got delayed because it got cut up in customs quite a bit, and I can't remember what item it was. But yeah, that was a thing.
They
might have
had
been.
to cut it open to see what was inside.
Mm-mm.
It could be, but I know before, like I said, CD Japan. If you want the cardboard sleeve, it comes with it. If you get it from CD Japan, it's like a first edition run thing. Depending on where you buy it in Japan, you can get like retailers have exclusive sleeves. But for NA, if you want a sleeve, at least for Heaven's Word, you have to buy it with 25 members points, which is BS.
Quite.
Calling it like it is.
You probably have a bunch of members points, but not everybody does.
You know, I actually don't have that many. If I did, I would have that really cool. I'd have that cool Heaven's Word acrylic stand thing that they came out with, but I'm nowhere close to that because I buy stuff from other sites. One of the last things I bought from CD Japan, it actually came early, like before release date, which was really cool.
That's nice.
But yeah, the album itself is like $50. I got it from CD Japan. It's like $2 cheaper on there, but then I got the express shipping, so it's like $60, and I'll have it like a day before or day of release.
Pretty worth.
So
pretty worth.
if you're looking to get it and you don't want to deal with the Square Enix NA store, that's a good alternative. I'm not endorsed by CD Japan.
What about
Maybe you should be. Maybe you should look into that.
Be, right?
Or get endorsed by the people who are selling those Aorzia headphones, which you made me buy just by showing me.
Yeah, they for those keeping track of all the Taito stuff in Japan, they have all the merchandise stuff that you can get from like the Crane games. A while ago, they announced 2 sets of headphones. One has like Spriggans on the ears, and the other one they didn't finalize the design yet. But they came out with that now, and it's got like the meteor icon on the side. They're very like normal looking headphones, but they have some red on them. It says Final Fantasy on the top band, and
that's all you need for me to buy something.
I caved.
Actually,
yeah, I caved. They're on the ear instead of around the ear, but I'm like whatever. Yeah. So you'll see
I'm all
those.
sorts of okay with that.
In the next couple of episodes, I'm sure we'll be rocking those.
Yes,
also,
that's gonna be a thing.
Actually,
I don't know if they have mics on them, do they? But not that I.
No, they're just headphones. They're just.
I don't use my headphone mic most of the time anyway.
You should get a cool microphone.
I got a Yeti.
Oh, well,
I have the same one.
What are you doing?
It just won't work in my Mac today, so.
Okay, well, technical difficulties. We'll figure it out.
Having to switch to this Mac today has been a whole thing, man.
He's like, don't question.
For those interested,
I was like, I'll pick mine up too. I'm talking into it. Never mind.
Yeah, for those interested in merch,
I should put a close there.
and for those that want to deal with the North America online store, they actually just put a bunch of new Final Fantasy XIV stuff on the NA merch store, including the job pins that came out at FanFest, some of the little like coin purse things, and oddly enough, an import of the Final Fantasy XIV magazine that's coming out next month. These are things that have been out in Japan for a while. They were really big with 11 back in the day. Really interesting to see those as an import on the NA store. I never would have thought that would be something on there, but it is. So You can also buy that from, I think, other online retailers if you want, but they are available. The ninja and warrior shirts are as well. They are Japanese sizes though, so make sure you go
one is so funny.
a size bigger. I love the rabbit riding the Rogan ninja. It's so great. But yeah, they're JP sizes, so if you're ordering one, order the next size up to make sure.
Unless you're a bitty person.
Yeah, like Michelle.
A bitty person.
All right. Patch 3.4. So this came out before FanFest. And we were out at FanFest, and we did a FanFest episode, so we haven't actually had time to talk about patch 3.4. Since then, 3.45 has come out, so we'll dive into that stuff first, since it's more recent in people's minds right now. Palace of the Dead, up to floor 200 now. I have gotten to 100. Michelle, have you had a chance to... No? Okay.
No?
I haven't done like any Palace of the Dead.
Nice.
Oh, you should. It's really fun. If you want to like take other characters you never got a chance to like level, or something you just want to screw around with, it's a lot of fun to take through Palace of the Dead. I just switched back to Dark
that's
Knight.
not 60, just one.
Oh, wow.
And I'll probably take that one through, but I've just been doing the other stuff in the game and moving, so
Yeah.
if it's a choice between, raiding and finishing Lovely Wondrous Tales, then I'm gonna do those instead.
Right, yeah. And we'll talk about those in a minute, but...
Yeah.
there
if you haven't leveled your crafters, you probably take those into Palace of the Dead, and
Those are all 60 too.
Yeah. Oh, those are all 60 as well. Okay. I was gonna
Nice.
say, like, that's how you
Nice.
take your weaver through. Use a little needle.
Poke everything with a needle.
I'm sure it
If
would work.
If the
totally.
bees can poke me with a needle, I should be able to poke them with a needle.
And that is exactly
First,
my
second,
strategy.
third, fourth sting.
There you go. There was a group online. I think I shared the video with you guys. I think they were part of Elysium, or one of them was from Elysium. They got to 200. They got to the bench, right? Remember, Yoshida's like, oh, you should sit on this bench when you get to floor 200. And so they get in there, and there's this little clickable thing. It was the fire crest. It was like an item. They're like, well, let's sit on the bench. The whole idea, right? Every 10 floors, there's a boss. They're like, all right, what's the floor 200 boss going to be? So they get in there, they take a picture on the bench, and then they click the dragon crest at the end there. Duty complete. No boss.
That's it.
On floor 200. Yeah, probably one of the biggest trolls.
I could not believe it.
No, and neither could they. It was funny. They're walking around. They're like, "Did we miss something? Like, is there
Where's
really
the last
not
boss?
anything here? No." So yeah, that's a thing. So yeah, I've done up to 200. It's fun. I mean, it's more Palace of the Dead, right? I mean, there's not really anything super new about it.
No, I love the game type, so whatever they do to it, as long as they keep adding to it a little bit here and there or something, it'll always make me keep coming back. There's something very nice about just being able to solo or have like one friend in or whatever.
I hopped on my paladin because I don't have I'm not like a mentor yet because I don't really tank that much, but I'm like, well, I'll play around in Palace of the Dead on my paladin, right? That's a good place to kind of do it if I'm not good at tanking. But I soloed like 1 through 10, and that was kind of fun. But the most annoying thing about Palace of the Dead for me is getting in and doing a run and having it be like one of those where like they're popping like fortune on every floor, so you have to kill all the mobs in case one of them, they all spawn a chest.
They want
and it takes like 40 minutes to get through it, and then you wipe
all
on the boss.
That sucks. Yeah.
Just like I've had so many of those this past week, and it's so frustrating because you're like, all right, I was only hoping this would take me like half an hour, We're going, taking a while, and then we
bad
wipe.
party comp or bad players? Question mark.
Yes.
Okay, both.
A little bit of both.
I mean, I think one thing that's really useful in Palace of the Dead that honestly I used to never use elsewhere is like those potions, all those like MP and HP potions.
Well, and they just throw them at you too in those chests.
Yeah,
so I mean, there's really no excuse to not.
Found a decent use out of them there.
I know probably a handful of people that are doing Palace of the Dead probably haven't done a whole lot of the original content, and also I haven't been in the later floors, but I know in the earlier floors those bosses are easy exact replicas of stuff we've already done, so I'm kind of like, why are people not beating this?
Yeah, I did.
Bad
I
comps.
tried 1 through 10 on my Dragoon, and I don't know if it was just maybe I didn't get the right commanders that I needed or something, but like I ended up just wiping on the boss because I couldn't. I ran out of stuff that could heal me I mean,
Yeah, it's pretty
obviously,
hard.
right? Like you
And
have
then he has
potions.
that one thing you can't interrupt.
Yeah, I mean, you have potions, right? But those are on a timer once you use
Yeah,
one.
there.
And
Yeah,
so, you know, and you know, you're not at level 60 yet. You're still, you know, down in levels a little bit. But yeah, and I'm like, well,
Yeah.
maybe I'll try Paladin, right? Because I've been thinking about taking it Paladin through, and like Paladin can kind of, you know, obviously more defense and stuff. So yeah, we'll try it, and I ended up getting a lust. So I spammed that, and it was doing some pretty. I killed it and using lust the whole time, so that was nice. But yeah, it's pretty cool.
Summoner's really good. If you take a summoner through it, that's really nice.
Yeah.
And Black Mage is pretty good too. I've been trying to level Black Mage through that way.
Yeah, I also like the item appraisal stuff, especially now too, because there's the mount you can get the Dark Pegasus from Sorkai, like the Sorkai boss, kind of like that Dark Pegasus, and you can also get a lot of like the HQ High Allergen crafted stuff, which is pretty
Some
cool.
people are mad because prices on that
the prices on those tanks so
I
bad.
saw those are gone.
Yeah.
What you gonna do?
Nothing you can do about it. I'm still trying to get the locks. I don't have the locks yet for the hair. Haven't run into those yet. I've gotten a few like grade 5 materia though. So
I did days and days and days of 1 through 10 just trying to get that hair, and I ended up telling a friend, and he was like, "Oh, I have a second one. Here you go."
Wow.
So I never got it for myself.
Oh my gosh.
A+.
That's funny.
Love it.
Yep.
Oh man. Alexander was concluded with 3.4. A lot of people weren't really that excited about the storyline leading up to it. What did you guys think about how it ended?
I think I don't know about story-wise, but I know mechanically-wise, I felt like it ended a lot better.
Mechanically, I loved that last fight.
I thought mechanically it overall redeemed itself in every way. Like 11 was just a lot of fun, and 12 was good. You know, story-wise, I don't think like I was specifically blown away with any of that, but I was after the second wave of Alexander, I was like, all right, well, that was kind of boring. The third wave was really great. I really enjoyed myself there.
My whole thing.
I'm a sucker for time travel. Don't know why.
Okay.
So once they got to the end and sort of tied up all the loose ends, I was like, you know, this is a pretty good story. Doesn't compare at all to Coil, but it was all right. It was okay. I still don't give a crap about the main character.
No, and I still feel that's my biggest issue with the Alexander story is I feel that it was crafted specifically so that they could say, hey, look, Al-Ra are a thing.
Yeah.
Remember, we added a new race. And
I feel similarly
they are
about
prominently in the storyline.
I feel similarly about the Tia for the Crystal Tower. Like, I guess we should make like a Makote important at some point. Well, we already have one. And
yes and no.
I guess the only kind of neat thing is that it's like, well, I mean, if people didn't believe that there were half-breeds before, clearly there are now.
Yeah, that's true.
Just symbolized by one red eye.
I also in spoiler, I like how they brought back Travanchet in Alexander.
I don't even know.
Oh, you're fired. So back in 1.0,
I'm
right?
bad with words. Okay.
Oh, 1.0. Oh, you're
referencing 1.0. He was a character. He was a character in 1.0.
Okay.
Do you at least remember the horn, Zanidra? The horn. Okay, right. And how it was one of the keys. Right?
No, okay, I know what you're talking about now. I was like, that's a big long Frenchy name, and I don't know what you're talking about.
So back in 1.0, let me tell you the tale of Travanchet. Back in 1.0, Ascian, it still means this in 2.0, but Ascian is basically like a shadowless one or something like that. And so there was this, I think Yoshida mentioned it. He's like, look around and maybe you'll see an NPC that doesn't have a shadow. Ooh. And maybe he's an Ascian. There was only one. Oh no. Hello?
Hi, what's up?
Oh, that was weird.
Can't tell a story.
All my monitors like blinked on and off.
Oh no.
Graphical error.
Weird. So yeah, my power blinked earlier, so hopefully that doesn't happen again. Weird. But yeah, so the only NPC that we found in 1.0 that didn't have a shadow was Travanchet. And he was involved in the Limsa story, which deals with the horn, which is one of the keys, which is an item that basically helps to, it's like a summoning aid, kind of. It's like Tupsicati, right? Louis Sua's staff. But now in Alexander, they mention, and there was this guy named Travanchet. He was really nice, and he gave me this horn. for Alexander, and you're like, oh hey, yeah. But of course, then you never see the horn anywhere, which seemed kind of dumb. It's like they're like, oh, we need to like do something, and they like took a picture of him and put it in a cutscene, and they're like, oh yeah, Travanchet, here's what happened, and that was it, right? I was expecting to go in there and like see the horn like floating, you know, like behind Cruise Chaser and by that crystal or something, but no, it's nowhere to be seen. So that was kind of a bummer.
I'm just so excited for Stormblood. So I think the writing.
You're like, cool story, whatever. Let's get to the next stuff.
Let's get to the expansion, yeah.
No, I was really just like more highlighting just like how the story has just had its ups and downs as far as like Heavensward since 3.0 came out. Like it just like there was this great amazing story with the expansion, and then with the little patches, like once in a while they're just like oddly like
the Warriors of Darkness thing too was like so short-lived.
And they they only gave them like
angry
names and
personalities,
upset,
and then they're like, okay, we're gonna go back. Like, all right, that was it. It's like a drop in the bucket in the story, and
they gave them some backstory near the end, and not like right away in the beginning. So I wasn't like led to care for them right away.
I was curious about their purpose and stuff, and they're basically like, I mean, they explained some stuff, which was a little bit interesting, but then they're like, okay, we're going by. I mean, like the best thing they did for us was like they took Minfilia, so we don't have to deal with her anymore.
I mean, right up to the end, they were still very, you know, screw you guys, we gotta save our home. And then there was sort of like a, you know, well, if we do this, we could probably help you, baby. So why don't you get out of here?
It was weird.
Okay, fine.
I guess. 2 new dungeons. They added hard mode for the library and Zelfatol. I love the music in Gubal hard mode.
So good.
I think it's one of my favorite dungeon tracks.
Yeah.
Like, in the entire game.
Absolutely.
Zelfatol was really cool because, and I think we pointed this out on the last episode, 2 episodes back. It's basically right out of the 2.0 concept art with the underground dungeon. I think we mentioned that before, but that was really cool. You know, and it's tied into the story. So, it still feels weird that Zelfatol is just like, oh yeah, it's a big mountainous region, and there's this kind of dungeon, and that's it. That still irks me.
I'm sure that's not it, but
right,
that's what
we know it's not it, but that's really all there is. Like, you know, that's the only like point of interest, right? As it were, it's just mountains, but it still feels weird, right? And then of course you enter the dungeon, right? Whenever you go into a new area, it has the region name and then the name of like the area. So you go in and it's like Korthus, Zelfatol. I'm like, no, that's not. It's Zelfatol. Come on. And then Sophia.
It's just the edge. It's the border.
Yeah, it's right there. Sophia, I love the Sophia music too. I thought that was really cool. I
found an hour loop, and I was painting the past couple days, and I just listened to that.
I bought that orchestra and roll pretty quick. Yeah, I ran into Soken at FanFest, and he's like, oh, you know, have you listened to music 3.4? And he's like, yeah, I love Sophia. He's like, maybe I play tonight, and he ended up coming out and doing the Sophia during the piano concert, which was really cool. But they also, during the lore panel at FanFest, they talk about the story behind the music in Sophia, and it's like really dark and messed up. Basically, you know, this kid her dad was killed in the war, and her mom was like super grieving, and the goddess was like, you should kill your mother to bring balance.
No, because her mother was beating the child.
Oh, their mother was beating the child.
I mean, you got it right.
Yeah,
but there was an important detail.
There's a reason.
It's even more messed up than I was saying.
The mother was beating the child, so the child was like, dear goddess, please, how can I fix my mom so she'll stop hurting me?
How can I fix my mom?
You can kill her.
Kill her. And it's like, okay, I killed my mom. Now kill yourself. It's like...
It's like, well, now you're upset, so to bring balance to you, also kill yourself.
Okay, so we have this goddess, right? And she's like super obsessed with balance, right? But then we get in there, and she's fighting us. Does that mean, and this is going deep a little bit, does that mean that the Warriors of Light are an imbalance in the world?
Well, we talked about this in the episode we did at
I think we did. I think I brought it up. Yeah, I'm gonna bring it up again.
And my counter to this was, she and her minions think that we are Alligans.
I feel like her minions are dumb, and she should be right. If she's this knowledgeable about everything in balance, she should know,
she should
right?
make these
who we are.
She's not she's not a perfect
I
goddess.
feel like
There,
if she's a spiritual,
there probably
she's a
aren't any of
primal.
those.
I don't know.
She's
goddess,
an apparition conjured by these people that wanted
I feel
saving
like
from the Alex.
I feel like she should just know, right? If she's derived from an essence, right, from the aether, she should know things that I don't know. It's one of those questions. Next time we talk to Koji,
Well,
I'm gonna have to
maybe
pull him aside and be
we
like,
are
"Hey."
all descendant from the Alligans, and so she's just
There
like,
you go.
yeah, there's still some Alligan in there.
There you go.
Some Allegan blood.
It's like
Maybe
I'm
because Allegan in you.
1/3 Allegan.
I mean, that one Tia was, so
Yeah.
True.
All the Warriors of Light, they're like 1 part Swedish, 1 part German, and 1 part Allegan.
sure.
We'll go with that.
Have you guys talked about how hot the Warrior of Light is getting as the expansions go on?
We haven't.
That trailer, man. The first thing I noticed when I watched that trailer, I was like,
he is
looks
looking a little aged, a little
Yeah.
ripped. He has seen
Rugged?
some
I think you're looking
things.
for rugged.
There you
rugged,
go,
yeah. As far as like man to man goes, like I wish I looked like that dude. He looks good. And he's like doing all this like high flying stuff on a statue, and I'm like, I wish I was that.
I
cool.
miss the Dragoon Warrior of Light.
And what did he start off as? As an archer? Was that his first thing?
No, he was just a class.
He was just a
or
class.
something, right? He was just like an adventurer, and then he was a warrior, and then he was a dragoon, and now he's a monk.
Because that's him, like in the original trailer. Him like flying around the thing.
Yeah.
They look at the duty or whatever.
Yeah, he's just this lowly adventurer, and back when they didn't have jobs yet. And
Yeah.
he had like a fire. Well, he had a fire arrow from his Lalafell conjurer thaumaturge friend, and and look at him now. So, which was actually a move.
Has a crush on him.
Which was actually an ability. Well, and this played back into why people thought that the Warriors of Darkness were the characters from the CG, because the Lalafell had like a fire arrow thing on the bow in that 1.0 intro video when they're fighting the Marlboro.
Oh, that's a
So
good
everyone's like, "Oh, it's them." It's like maybe
it is them, a reflection of them.
Yeah,
yes.
It's like if you guys ever watched,
Just have to
like
put a big spoiler tag over the front of this one.
have you guys watched? Do you guys watch like The Flash at all?
Yes, I do.
So it's like basically the Warriors of Darkness are like us from Earth 2, right?
Oh, I see.
Teenagers like nerd.
It's good.
I didn't say anything.
I don't want to talk about The Flash. I really don't want to start talking about The Flash or anything, but I will say you should watch it because the community for it on Reddit has just turned into this amazing thing. And that's all I'm going to say about The Flash. It's a lot of fun.
It's good stuff. Tuesday was fun. On the Flash Reddit. Anyway, NPC squadrons, have you guys played with those?
I actually have not.
Yes.
It's annoying in the way that you have to kind of like be really careful about how you go back and forth. Basically, you have like 3 different traits in your squadron, and they have to meet those traits to do missions. And so it's like, okay, well, you have to train towards this stat, but then that boosts it too high, so you have to train for these other stats, and it's a lot of back and forth.
I think if you're high enough, you don't necessarily have to cap out on them.
Yeah.
But if you're close to the level, then you pretty much do. I wish that they would let you say, I want to do this training and then this training and then this training. I'll be back in 3 hours.
Yeah, that would be nice.
But no, you have to come back every hour.
I like that. I don't know if you guys have seen, there's all the different NPCs that you can recruit. There's actually like special costumed NPCs. You can like get a guy that's dressed up like a snowman that wants to join your squadron. And so now like that's my new goal, is to just get all these like costumed NPCs into my squadron. But I haven't seen any yet. Instead, I keep getting I forget his name, but he's like I call him Roga Clown. He's like this Rogadin with like, he looks like a clown, and it's like he just keeps popping up in my enlistment queue. I'm like, go away, Roga Clown. I don't care about you. It's really annoying. That's the problem too, is that once you turn down an NPC, they can still come back, even if you have multiple entries queued up or enlistments queued up. You could potentially get the same person like 2 or 3 times in a row, which is a little annoying, but
RNG follow you wherever you go.
Exactly. I ended up. Did you rank up yet with your?
Yep.
Nice. Yeah, I got the rank up, and then You could tell like the day that everybody started to get it right, because everybody's walking around in the new coats. Yeah, I love that coat. It looks so good. Which is weird because usually
Which
like
one?
Flames.
Ugh.
Which is flames aside, I'm happy because usually the flame gear is like the crappiest looking in my opinion, but the jacket actually looks pretty cool. So I glamored that sucker pretty quick.
I like that nobody enjoys the adders.
I mean,
I did see one person walking around in it.
I don't mind the adder stuff. I like their equipment. I think they have some cool equipment.
It's kind of weird. It's like a winter raincoat.
Yeah.
Like a raincoat with fluff.
The adders come from the warmest zone, in my mind.
Ul'dah's in a desert.
It's a savannah.
Yeah. It's an oasis, okay?
I figure it's more humid in the Aetheryte area.
Oh, okay.
Right. Wondrous Tales 2, this was something they added with the patch. I think this is one of the greatest things they've added into the game in a long time.
But getting those 3 lines is like impossible.
Yeah, it's hard. As kind of like a casual like mid-core player, I've never been into like doing like extreme primals, right? Even unsynced, right? I was always a little intimidated. But now it's like Wondrous Tales and everyone's doing it, and it's like unsynced. I'm like, well, I'll do one. We'll see how it goes. What the hell? And now I'm doing a whole bunch of them, which is awesome. I think you know, I'm probably not the only person. I think for a lot of people, I kind of open them up to that kind of thing.
For sure.
And that's really cool. I like that a lot. PvP queues are still horribly long, but you know, what can you do?
I've heard a lot of people say that they hate Wondrous Tales.
But really,
those people are wrong.
I mean, those people
it gives you rewards for doing stuff that you're already doing. So how is that a bad thing?
Those people are not normally doing those things. No.
Well then,
like I don't do X
feel like
ever, except no, I do.
See, here's the way you got to read it. Then, okay, here's Wondrous Tales. It's basically giving you stuff for things that you would be normally do. Like you can do like, you know, the roulettes and stuff like that. Eventually, you know, and you can get the second chance points, kill off one of those roulettes, do another roulette. So it's rewarding you for stuff that you're doing already, regardless of if you're not doing extreme primals or if you're not doing raids or whatever. Like everybody's doing, like, you know,
it takes two points to shuffle.
Yeah,
you could very easily not get a line,
but you could guaranteed get 9 and get a little boost of something, like, you know. So it's not like you never get nothing.
But you're
always getting something.
People get fixated on the rewards. Once you see what
you're never not getting nothing. Yeah, is what I'm saying. So for them to like hate it because it's like you're just.
I don't personally hate it. It's really easy to
dislike.
You just grab 7 of your friends, unsync the X primals, and just roast them.
I've been doing. I'll solo queue up like Sastasha and like Wanderer's Palace or Andapur Keep, and that's 2 knocked out right there. And then that's also seals, because you get all the treasure stuff.
If you don't go in as a roulette with those, you don't have your second chance point chance.
Yeah, that's true.
These are true facts. What's up?
What is that?
Oh, you mentioned time travel earlier, so I got out my sonic screwdriver.
Gotcha.
To point with.
Oh boy. All right. We did post a lore train. This actually went up like the day after patch 3.45 with the new levels for Palace of the Dead. We talked a little bit about this when it was originally introduced. People were running into voiced NPC, well, not voiced, but like bubble text NPCs in the dungeons that were people that we've known before through storylines or whatever that were dead, and we basically kill them again. And now that there's 150 new floors,
the nicest people in ARC,
there's a lot of new NPCs in here, including Teleji Adeleji. You can kill Teleji Adeleji.
Man.
Awesome.
Again.
Livia is in there, as well as Ritaden, the 2 guys from the
confirmed dead.
Yeah, confirmed dead. Gaius isn't in here. I want to point this out. A lot of people think of shit. Gaius is not in here.
He's probably in the next levels.
Gaius is not in here. The lore book declares him dead, but remember, the lore book, for the most part, is written from the point of view of a scholar in Eorzea. So
it's good. It's good that you can't trust these scholars.
Okay, not dead.
There was one other character That was Captain Madison from Sastasha is in here as well.
Double extra.
That poor guy, man.
He's so dead.
Kill him 3 times.
Yeah, he has been through a rough.
To be fair,
there.
that guy is not a good person. He has a cave full of women just chilling in there, all prisoner-fied.
That's true.
It's not okay.
No.
So he's just living out his own personal harem anime.
Mm-hmm. With a dark side.
And then he ends up cosplaying as the guy from like Pirates of the Caribbean. Yeah. What was that? Was that Davy Jones? Yeah. Oh my gosh. They're making another one of those. Can you believe it? They're making another Pirates movie.
I can't.
Oh, did you guys hear they're putting in a One Piece reference in that new movie?
Really?
Yeah, they're making a little call. They're making a little call, I guess, and a little nod to that for all the fans of just pirate stuff.
My biggest Easter eggs that I'm looking forward to right now, maybe not even Easter eggs, back at FanFest. I think we're gonna have a lot of dick jokes to look forward to in the New Year's event this year.
Oh.
Year of the Censored 2017. All right.
The cosplays going on at FanFest were amazing.
Yeah, there was a lot of cool cosplays. We posted a lot of tweets with some pictures of those. We got a group shot of everybody after the contest. We have the Dragoon that won. Really cool Dragoon. Had LEDs for the eyes and the 3.0 helmet. I loved that.
That was really amazing.
It was also
Did you guys see the cosplayers that went to BlizzCon?
Yes.
Guys, you're in the wrong place. It's the wrong place.
There's 3 actually really cool costumes too. They looked really nice.
Well, they just got dressed up in their Final Fantasy gear and they went to BlizzCon.
I'm trying to remember. It was a Dragoon. And
I think there was a warrior.
Warrior, yeah, that's right. And there was one more, and I can't remember.
Sorry, last guy.
I remember the Dragoon, right?
Of course. Yeah,
there's a video of them going around with them doing the Manorville in front of the Anaheim Convention Center. Yoshi P was actually at BlizzCon too. Some people saw him walking around. He's a big Diablo fan, so he was there. Of course, Soken was on Twitter this week too. He's like, I finally got my gold weapon in Overwatch. Me and him had a short back and forth about Mercy costumes.
Yeah, Mercy costumes.
Yeah, he got the witch costume. I'm a little jealous.
Oh man,
right?
Lucky.
Anyway,
get anything good. Why are we talking about Overwatch?
Right.
Sorry, my fault. Kind of.
That'll bring us into our E3 contest. For those of you keeping track, yes, we are in November. Yes, E3 was in June. So we apologize for the delay in this. I think we ended up getting the contest going a little later than we wanted to. But it's okay because it's over now.
You still get prizes.
We have our 3 winners.
You get prizes that we want.
Very nice prizes.
I want some of these.
And that's part of the reason I have to tell you guys that I'm actually all those contestants.
All of them?
Yeah.
It's actually just me.
I know it's not you because I actually yeah, right.
He verified. You have to make
funny
sure.
enough, all 3 winners' names begin with C. I don't know. It just happened that way. So basically the contest was if you could take a primal and change the lore behind it, what would you do? Some examples we had were, Ravana is like a sushi chef, or, all the primals running a burger joint. And so, I think if I remember, Lux on the forums, hers was Bismarck as the god of snacks. All the islands are like,
rock candy,
Twinkies, or various. Yeah. Anyway, so we asked people for their ideas on that, and so we have 3 here. These are the 3 winners. One of you guys want to read through these? Give me a break from talking a little bit.
No.
Okay, cool, awesome, thanks.
I'm gonna screw your name up. T. Lefori. Their idea is the primals as 14 podcast hosts. Is that a suck up? Are you sucking up?
It wasn't a suck up.
It's good though. It's well done.
I liked it.
I like this one.
Titan is the grumpy host that somehow holds the show together. He has a bad habit of pounding the table right next to the mics when he's excited and ends up crushing listeners' eardrums. Sorry. Anyway, Ifrit is the intern sorting the callers. He keeps them organized with sticky notes redundantly tacked on the wall with miniature Ifrit nails. That's really cute.
That should be a thing they need to make, like little thumbtacks that look like
somebody
Inferno
get on
nails.
Etsy and do these things.
Garuda is the female host who cosplays on the side. Has a bad habit of doing her insane Garuda laugh when something funny happens. That'd be awful.
I want to like cue that up now as like a soundboard thing. I'll tell like really bad jokes and then you'll just hear.
I mean, that would be the only way you would get a laugh, right?
You know what? Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes.
I love you. It's okay. We're friends. Leviathan is the host who specializes in lore. He likes to slither around on his own personal little library of 14 lore books. Unofficial, self-published lore books, of course. Bismarck is the producer. He kind of sits in the background, likes to pepper his emails with his patented Bismarck emoji, which is like, parentheses.
A super
and then
wide
little...
mouth.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
Ravana is the host who represents the hardcore raider of the cast. He uses his 4 arms to somehow dual box 2 characters during raids. I could see that.
I think that was very accurate.
There was actually a video up on Reddit this past week of not dual boxing. This guy was controlling 4 characters at once with controllers.
Oh wow!
And there's a video of him clearing turn 5, beating Twintania.
I can see that. Unsynced, definitely.
Crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, it is unsynced. But yeah, crazy. Like, oh my gosh. It's like I tried to dual box back in 11. I couldn't do it. I was horrible at it.
As long as you had controllers, it was pretty easy.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. So that's really cool. Our next one here comes from Captain Charles. His idea was for a traveling nighttime circus in Eorzea. Shiva's golems would work the shaved ice stand, with Shiva herself performing trapeze acrobatics inside the great tent. Titan would boast his strength, lifting increasingly ridiculous-sized things, stacked on by kobolds, balanced precariously. Ifrit would do fire stunts, aided by the Amal Jah. Ramu would be the ringmaster, of course, giving all attendees electrifying entrances. I see what you did.
Oh no!
Odin and Ravana would have a contest of precision cuts on dummies, with contestants spinning on a wheel, like knife throwing stuff, but with Ravana and 4 swords. That would scare the hell out of me. Oh my gosh.
That's a pretty good idea.
And then Garuda and Bismarck having colorful aerial shows and stunts over the area, announced by the Vanu Vanu and the Ixal.
Cute.
And then the last one, Silly, you want to take that last one?
The last one is from Nell Celestine. And his idea is to change a primal. He changed Ifrit. He goes, the poor guy always gets stomped on and left behind. Nobody loves him. And so to change him, we can make him the primal of barbecues. Everybody loves those. Crispy, perfectly grilled meats and veggies. And I think I especially love this hashtag. Make old primals great again.
Oh, Neil.
Oh, relevant.
And so that is it for that. Congratulations to our 3 winners. You guys are getting a signed I Beat Sephiroth shirt and a Heavensward bag from E3.
And we're jealous.
Very nice, guys.
And now that we're done with that contest, we're going to start another contest. Because what is wrong with us?
Maybe this one will be finished in a more timely fashion. No.
Yeah. So I think we're still trying to come up with a name. This will be posted on Monday. So if you're watching live now, you're getting kind of a heads up on this. We are going to be giving away 3 Encyclopedia Eorzeas, one of which, and let me grab, actually got one of them right here. You switch over to the other cam here so you guys can see this. This is autographed by Naoki Yoshida, Koji Fox, Banri Oda, and Natsuko Ishikawa.
Very nice.
So
how do we do that, you ask?
So beautiful.
Magic. We have connections. We hooked up with some male Moogles out at FanFest.
Magic.
Yeah. So for those of you who don't know, let me put that back down. Obviously, you know who Yoshida is. You know who Koji is. Banri Oda is the lead world creator for Final Fantasy XIV, and Ishikawa-san is one of the writers. And so, yeah, they weren't at FanFest for those of you keeping track. So that's one of the only books in existence to be signed by Oda-san and Ishikawa-san, and we're gonna give one away.
Very nice.
As well as 2 unsigned books, because we have 3 books.
Are they sold out online?
They have been. There were pre-orders. I don't know if you can still put like an order in because they have to print more.
They're gone.
But these guys sold out day 2 of FanFest, so not everybody in line got one, which sucks because that line was terrible. But
we've been over this though.
Yeah, we are going to. The way we're going to do this is I've been working with Anonymous. We're going to do a lore quiz up on the website. So the person who gets the highest score gets the autographed book. The 2 runners up will get the unsigned books. If there are ties with the highest scores, we'll just kind of random from that pool. So you also get the Naming Way Minion code. We'll throw that in an email to you so you get that right away after you win. NA in Canada only. Sorry, these books are heavy. They cost a lot of money to ship. But yeah, so very cool prize. The lore book is awesome. If you haven't had a chance to see some, I mean, a lot of people have been posting pictures online and stuff. Still talking to Moose. We're trying to figure out how we want to try and cover some of that stuff. We have a couple ideas we're playing around with right now, but hopefully we can do that starting with the next episode. Yeah, so that'll start Monday. I think I'll end up.
If you haven't gotten yours, here's your chance.
Oh,
there you go. Yeah. This podcast will probably go live Monday because we have another announcement here too that I know is going to be announced Monday. So we'll probably just kind of all. Oh, the site's going to be so busy Monday, you guys. So busy.
So busy.
So there's a game coming out in a couple weeks here. You may have heard of it. It's called Final Fantasy 15.
And never encountered.
What's Final Fantasy? Is that like Dragon Quest or what?
Huck, why are there 15 of them?
Yeah,
it's the first final.
If it's the Final Fantasy, yeah.
I can't believe with how big that series is that I still get this question when I talk about Final Fantasy. It's like, when is the final? When is the fantasy final? Like, I hate you.
Those are the people that you unfriend them.
I excise them from my life.
You add them to your IRL
B
list.
Mean. They just don't know better, or they think they're being funny.
No, it's true. Not being.
So maybe you need to get that Garuda laugh on like a yak back or something. Remember those and carry that around with you, or like get the one from like Home Alone.
Why did you even pull that out of like?
I had a yak
what a
back.
reference!
Right?
Wow.
And one of those little fridges you have to open with a key.
Man, that's vintage meme.
Good old Home Alone 2, man. All right.
On one last note, I have that lamp that you have in your background.
Nice. It's a good lamp.
It
holds my. What do I have on there? Lots of
things.
Stuff. Lots of little video game things. I have like a Mario Kart shell. Anyway, so Final Fantasy 15 is coming out, and something that we are going to do here at Gamerscape is we are going to start a Final Fantasy 15 wiki.
Is that something we do here? Wikis?
That is the thing we do.
That something we do?
There's probably at least a couple people watching this like, but that's not an MMO. No, it's not. But we thought it would be interesting to give it a shot here, do something a little different. I know a lot of people are excited for 15.
Buying a PS4 for this.
Yeah, see, he's buying a PS4 just to play this game. So it's something we want to do. So we will be announcing this officially on Monday. But for those of you tuning in right now, you have the heads up. It is up right now. I mean, it's definitely not complete, right? The game's not out yet, but we are working on it right now, working on the templates and everything for that. And I'm sure for those of you that visit our Final Fantasy 14 wiki, you can probably figure out what the URL for this is. So yeah, and along with this, we're going to be doing a Final Fantasy 15 contest. It will start once we officially announce the wiki on Monday here, and it will run until the end of December. And the way this is going to work is we need help filling out the wiki. Obviously, we're going to be putting a lot of work into it, but it's a lot of work for just a handful of people. So everybody that makes an edit, if you're a registered user, you have to be a registered user for this. Everybody that makes an edit, each edit will count towards an entry for winning one of 2 prizes. One is a Final Fantasy 15 Xbox controller skin. It's like a little sticker thing you can put around your Xbox controller. And the other prize is a skin and a PAX West 2016 Day 1 Final Fantasy 15 shirt signed by Tabata-san. So we got that while we were out at PAX this year for you guys to give away. So details will be out on Monday for that. Make sure to check out the Final Fantasy 15 wiki. Help us fill it out for everybody. And yeah, Final Fantasy 15, a couple weeks away. It's getting close.
Can't wait.
New demo just dropped in Japan the other day. A lot of people are playing it and streaming it, which is basically it's like the demo that people have been playing out at all the game shows the last few months. So yeah, lots of cool stuff coming. Looking forward to that.
Has there been any information on like how long the game is? I played the demo, but I don't really know too much.
I don't know if they've given like an hours thing, like an answer for that. I don't recall one, but yeah, it's looking pretty good. I've been playing the demo. It's a lot of fun.
I'm incredibly excited. I can't wait.
Yeah, make sure to check that out. And I think, unless you guys have anything else, I think that's it. That's the entire show.
That's good.
We did it. We made it through.
We did it. Yay.
If you guys want to contact us here on Aetheryte Radio, you can email us, aetheryteradio@gamerescape.com. You can tweet at us at Aetheryte Radio. And of course, for Gamer Escape, we are on Twitter and Facebook as well for that. You can download the show on iTunes and on Google Play Music. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you to Zenidra and Sil
Thanks for listening, guys.
Actually showing up today. Shout out to Aldino and Bryn who couldn't make it.
Who didn't make it.
I think
we currently miss you.
We'll be back, I think, probably December sometime. And probably we'll do, I know FanFest in Tokyo is coming up on Christmas.
Second jump.
There's a live letter like on Thanksgiving for North America, or it's like the day after. They time these things so well. So we'll be covering that stuff. I don't know in what capacity yet. It probably won't be day of or day after because of the holidays, but we'll definitely be back with info on that. So thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Goodbye.